Mine as well. This is off. Hello, everybody. I think it looks like it's going. Oh, we got one person.
We're on already. We're cruising.
Okay, let's get started.
Good morning. Yeah.
Good morning, everybody.
Happy Thursday, everybody. I know that for some of you, maybe not a happy Thursday because still tens of thousands of people waking up in the dark this morning, dealing without power in Aishin. I thought it'd be a good idea to just jump on here at our digital news desk. Many of you maybe don't have access to your television screens, and you're not able to do that, so you're getting your updates through your phone or other mobile devices. Yeah, so we wanted to jump on here just to kind of provide an update, some friendly reminders for those that are still dealing without power, with the power loss this morning, as we can take a look at some of the latest numbers right here and make sure some people are jumping in, and we can see several tuning. We got 18 people tuning in right now, so great to see that. But
so if you have any questions, do ask. We'll try our best to answer them in the comments section. Let us know what's going on with you. If you've got a power outage you're still dealing with, I know on my Facebook page I've got even personal friends that are on nearly 40 hours without power. So it is a big deal, like you said. Tens of thousands of people still without power. We can show them the maps if you want to go into that too.
Yeah, and I think what we kind of talked about in the studio this morning is usually when we're dealing with these power outages, it's during the summer months. So people are trying to find ways to keep cool and to stay cool and whatnot. But right now it's been so cold out there that people waking up very cold. As we're looking, this one is the WPS outage map right now. These update every 10 minutes, and right now 44,582 customers are without power. That's from over 1,400 outages that have been reported, and all that's really in northeastern Wisconsin, so all of our viewing area here. But again, 44,582 customers without power there. WPS has been working tirelessly to try and get those power lines back up. Of course, the heavy, wet snow, the rain that we had yesterday really weighing those lines down. And I know WPS, they went on record saying they're hopeful that by the end of the day today, they will have all of those lines fixed and power turned back on. And this is the We Energies map as well. Just under 16,000 customers for We Energies still without power. That's yep, go ahead.
And I'm double checking their Twitter account because they've been really good about updating things going on social media. And we've had plenty of links as well. But we'll keep everybody posted on that. Yeah, what is it, over 60?
And
60,000?
Roughly right around that 60,000 customer mark between the two companies. And We Energies, as we're looking at their map still here, you can see that's places like Marinette, the UP, the places up in the Upper Peninsula that see us. A few in the along the west coastline of the Bay of Green Bay as well, experiencing that too. But yeah, just a big range of customers all throughout northeastern Wisconsin dealing with those power outages this morning.
And if you look at the temperature, it's 35 degrees. It was obviously a little bit chillier overnight. So a lot of people are waking up cold. That's the big deal. It's that, the power isn't out in the middle of summer. It is spring, but we had this winter-spring storm moving in, and so we have lots of, and I was talking this morning about the resources.
So many resources.
A lot of resources.
In Door County, there was the lodge up there that was offering people that didn't have power to come and stay, and it was so cool. Emily Riley had a story last night, spoke with the owner, the manager of that lodge, and he said the people in the community have supported them for so long, so they wanted to do the same for those people in their time of need, and they really stepped up to help those people. And lots of really great resources right now.
Yeah, check on our Facebook and our website for all of those stories if you kind of want to search around and see what's going on in the community. We've been updating things as best as we can, not to mention the fact that I want to go into some of these safety desk things because it kind of goes along the same lines.
Yeah.
Emily Roberts was talking about all of the power outages, and that I was following up with the fact that you got to be careful with those power lines. If they're down, if you're dealing with that, a lot of people are. We've even had coworkers dealing with that. The big thing for me is we hear a lot from law enforcement. Don't call 911 just to tell them that your power is out.
They know that part. It's the lines that are on the ground that they want to hear about.
Make sure you're talking to WPS about that. We Energies, and again, I know so many people are, they're desperate and they're cold, or they've got their animals with them, or even medical devices. So make sure you check WBAY.com for those safety tips. And the food part is so important. Public health department here in Brown County was talking about if it's above 40 degrees, your food, you've got to throw it out, because you don't want to get anybody, either yourself or somebody in your family, sick.
And it's going back to the 911, not calling 911 just to let them know the power's out, because there's only so many people manning the phones, right? In the 911 call centers. There are other emergencies taking place, and again, the crews are the ones that can be up to date. Those WPS crews, they need to know where the outages are taking place, and let those emergency responders deal with the other emergencies that could be taking place throughout the community.
And they were dealing with different things, the elements, and even down power lines, and different things on their own equipment, right? So they've had their own hazards to deal with. And if your power is out, there's so many different resources. We keep saying that we should probably talk about those resources, though. So first and foremost, we got a lot going on here.
All kinds of stuff here.
Okay, so where should we start? We could talk about Pulaski, because that was the latest
Pulaski
thing.
was just, if you have our First Alert app on your phones, you definitely got this push within the last hour here. Pulaski opening their middle school as a warming shelter, and I saw some folks in our Facebook comments who were saying, their homes without the power, it's getting down to like 51 degrees inside.
That's cold.
That is cold. So Pulaski offering this warming shelter here. It's by the pool and the cafeteria. You can enter through door 3. They're offering hot showers and water for people. Bring your own towel, soap,
bring your own stuff, but they'll provide the water and the hot water and some refreshments for you to kind of get back to a little bit of normal while you still wait.
And you mentioned this morning, that's northeastern Wisconsin to a T. When people are in need, when the community is in need, they need help, northeastern Wisconsin steps up, and that's the Pulaski School District doing that.
It's the best part of living here.
Fantastic to see that. So, a lot of people helping out during a time of need for so many people. This
morning I was also talking about Shawano, the Sheriff's Department in Shawano, saying that they're working with Red Cross. They're reminding people to check in on your friends, your family, loved ones, especially older folks, because they might need to charge their medical devices. So Appleton, they posted on their city Facebook page that there's different places you can go to, like the public library, the transit center in Appleton, where you can go and charge your phones, your tablet, because a lot of people are maybe watching right now, because I know Alberto just commented and saying he's been going on hour 36 with no power.
36 hours.
So hopefully, I'm not sure where you're at, Alberto, but hopefully you can get somewhere to go to here pretty soon.
And Brooklyn just said same here. She's been about 36 hours. So
that's a big deal.
Yeah, that's, like we said, roughly 60,000 people still without power. And the crews were working all day yesterday, trying to brave those tough conditions. I mean, if you looked outside yesterday, it's not like the storm had come and they were just dealing with nice sunny 55-degree weather as they tried to restore those lines. They were dealing with the really gusty winds, the rain, the snow.
And that's
here's a live look at
Oshkosh
right now. It's still happening out there.
Yeah. So just make sure you go on the website and again check on anybody that you know that is dealing with this right now. Please be patient. We're getting those updates from WPS and We Energies. We know that they're working around the clock to get the power back on for you. And
as you see the snow there in Oshkosh, and it's starting to melt. If we look at our Green Bay Skycam that we can pull up here as well, you can see the difference compared to Oshkosh. And as people are out there, Steve has been sharing a good reminder in First Alert weather. Make sure that your gutters are clear. That's a good one, leaves, ice chunks, anything that could be blocking them, because as that snow melts throughout northeastern Wisconsin and the rain continues, we're going to have some sunshine tomorrow, but we still got to deal with the rain, snowy, wet weather today. You don't want any pooling and flooding around your streets and areas, so definitely make sure to take care of that, make sure it's all clear and ready to go. A lot of water, much needed though, because the good side of all of this, the positive side is that the farmers are probably really relieved that they're getting this amount of water and this moisture. They really needed it for the food that we eat. Yeah, we've been struggling in terms of drought conditions and things of that nature, so great to see this for the farmers, that this will really add some moisture to the
Absolutely.
soil, some nutrients, and help them out. So
Yeah.
kind of looking for the positives there,
Just
right?
checking to see who else is on there.
Yes.
Brooklyn, been without power since Tuesday. Oh, wow. It's Thursday.
Yeah.
Hello from Illinois, Jody. She always watches.
Thank you for watching.
She's always
Jody.
on streaming. And Bill, I think
Good morning
that
to Bill.
says.
Yes,
Good
Bill's
morning to
watching
you.
as well.
So if you guys have any questions, let us know. I'm trying to think of anything else that we can mention. We talked about those resources. Obviously, We Energies WPS trying to get things up and going.
And they're making progress too. And I know
Yeah,
if you're sitting in your homes right now, maybe we can pull that map back up, because I know it's every
Sure.
10 minutes or so that it updates.
Here, I'll
But I
get
know that when you're sitting without power, I mean, I've been without power before. I'm sure you've been without
Yes.
power before. It feels like an eternity. But even this morning when we started, I've been each half hour throughout Action 2 News this morning, I was just kind of keeping an update. And it started, there was over 47,000 people without power. They're down now to 44. So slowly but surely, they are working really hard. Again, we cannot thank those linesmen and women out there enough who are working so hard. They put themselves at risk. That is not an easy job. It's a
100%.
dangerous job, especially when the conditions are not cooperating. And that number slowly going down throughout the day. And again, they're hoping by the end of the day to have all of the power turned back on. So we certainly hope that is the case. And yeah, the weather app. You can stay
Weather
up to
app
date
is
with
so
that.
helpful. You know, this is just the beginning of not what we saw with the snow, but it's just the start, and we're going into severe weather season. So this is just a good time to talk about. This isn't, just the end of it with all that moisture. We're going to see how things go with severe weather season. I know severe weather season awareness week, I think it's next week. But this is such a handy thing to have.
Absolutely.
As we get into those spring storms.
Spring, summer, yeah. You're seeing that down in the Midwest, just a bit further south from us. You're seeing tornadoes through Ohio and Indiana, and tornado watches
Just the
and
start.
warnings very early in the year. And it's like you said, just kicking off. This is when it's really going to be handy to have that app, especially when incidents like this happen where you can't turn on the TV and see one of our Action 2 News newscasts taking place where the team can keep you up to date. So you have the app there to give you the latest alerts and everything like that. Very important. Yeah,
and I think just we're not meteorologists, but just a heads up, that snow is slowly but surely making its way out. And then we've got some good weather according to
sunshine
meteorologist Steve Valon.
Yes,
so we're looking forward to
Friday,
that.
Saturday, and then throughout the early part of the day on Sunday we should have some snow, then a chance for some more showers. But we're excited to see some of that sunshine. Definitely needed, especially on a Friday. It'll be great to have some sun there. So wonderful to have that to look forward to, and great to have some of you checking in with us this morning. Again, just trying to keep you up to date with everything that we can, as we know some of you still struggling with those power outages. So you're not alone. We want you to know that. We want to help keep you updated as much as possible, and we're going to continue to do that all day, both on air and online. Yeah, and I should mention too, both the Northwoods, if you're in like Marinette County, Oconto County, the Sheriff's Office, both of those are posting a lot on their Facebook pages, the updates on what's happening on the roads, the local resources. Over to Door County too, same situation. We were talking about how that lodge in Door County was taking people in. So make sure you check those Facebook pages. That's what I've been kind of doing throughout the day, is checking, depending on where you live, maybe check like the Emergency Management Department, the Sheriff's Office. A lot of them have been posting on Facebook in case we miss something, because there's so much information coming down right now, even still people updating the situation on what's happening. And we showed you the First Alert Weather app. Download our news app as well if you haven't, because you'll get updates. As you said, we're continuing to follow all that, keep people up to date as quickly as we can. We want to first alert everyone, and definitely two handy tools to have when things like this happen. And you'll also get alerts when we're joining you from our digital news desk and doing updates, because we do these throughout the week. You'll have one tomorrow talking about your safety desk tips from the week.
Hopefully we can calm things down by tomorrow to the weekend.
Fingers crossed for that. Absolutely. It looks looks
that's
like
it, huh?
I think we hit what we wanted to hit,
I think
right?
we did.
We hit all the topics.
And this will keep
so
playing. So if you missed the beginning, just wait for it, and then you
go
can
back
catch it.
and loop it again. But and again, those WPS We Energies outage maps, they update about every 10 minutes. So you can find those as well on your. We've got links on our websites and on your phones. You can find those to keep updated. And again, we're hopeful that your power will be on as soon as possible, because that's a struggle to be dealing with.
And stay tuned for Action 2 News mid-morning at 9 a.m., which you can find online right on WBAY.com.
Yes.
And Catherine and Steve, Emily, Kristen, they'll all be updating you guys on what's happening today.
Make it a great day, everybody. Thanks so much for tuning in.
Bye.